Hello and welcome. I'm starting a new series of videos here called Fish Tank Maintenance. I'm not sure how many parts there are going to be yet. The theme of this particular video is going to be to be organized in how you take care of your fish tanks. I find that when I'm organized and have a plan, I tend not to fail or have a much higher success rate with pretty much anything I do. So I made these maintenance logs here where I keep track of everything I do with the tanks. I do water testing, count the number of fish, and write how large of a water change I do. See the percentages there, and they're dated, and I write which tank that I did the work on, and I mark when I do the canister maintenance. We got the right and left side there in the 135. That way I'm always sure when the last time it was that I cleaned one of the filters, because sometimes you'll think it was only a couple months ago and you check the chart and all of a sudden you see it was 5, 6 months ago and you're due to make a change. And sometimes when things happen in your tank, like if some fish die or something like that, or it doesn't necessarily have to be bad news, maybe you finally got your fry to survive after several times of your cichlids holding, you can check what the water parameters were and the conditions were, and when the last time you did a water change, and did you put plants or whatever the changes were in the tank. You'll have that information, good information or bad information. As you saw, I write notes there on the right side as well. So we're at the most recent bit of maintenance. I was a little behind on everything, so I did big water changes on all my tanks, the 3 Africans and the 1 American cichlid tank in the living room. We see the 135 and the 90 there in the background. So these are the changes I did a couple of days ago. You see the tanks there, 9/3, September 3rd. We got the 29, the 90 gallon, the 135, and the 60. Big water changes. Some people will disagree with 80%, but I'm entering my busy season, so I had to stay ahead of things right now. You saw the right sponge there on the sponge filter in the 29. You see where it says right sponge right there? That means I cleaned that sponge, so I know next time to do the left one. These are some notes. I moved some fish from the 29 to the 90 gallon because I figured that it's getting a little crowded in there. There's plenty of room in the 90, and I want those smaller fish to have a chance to thrive, and also the ones in the 29 to not feel so crowded. So I transferred some over. And then keep track of your temps, of course, because it's summertime here in California and August is hotter than any month. So actually I shut down a couple of my heaters. I don't need all the heaters going in each tank. And it's really important just to be organized. If you want to be successful, and people ask me, how do you keep your water so clear? People on YouTube ask me that. People come to my house. The other day, my mailman made a delivery and he said, these are the most well-maintained fish tanks I've ever seen, because I had the garage open. And the bottom line is just, you got to figure out what works for you. Some people can do everything in your head, but I'm the type of person that if I'm really organized and I have things planned out, then it usually works out for me. So my recommendation is to keep logs of everything. You'll find that it's going to benefit you a lot. And I was going to buy a log book to do this, but I figured I know how to use Microsoft Excel, so why not just boot it up and make my own? So I crafted my own document like you see there. So that's another tip for you. If you don't know how to use Excel, then learn, okay? Don't go on Facebook for 2 hours, or don't watch TV for 2 hours. Turn on YouTube and learn how to use Excel. It'll definitely help you in school, workplace, or even for hobbies. Like these are hobbies right here. And you see there where I store everything, nice and neat. I know where everything is at all times, next to where my water testing bottles are. So that's my first tip. Be organized, stay on top of things, and it's definitely going to help you in your aquarium hobby. And look for part 2 soon. I'm going to get into some more technical aspects of upkeeping your tanks. Thanks as always for watching.